Good day, friends. It is me, HLModTech, and I am back with another awesome video, so let's get cracking. Friends, this design was sent to me. It's what's called a scan, so the design was not made in Tinkercad. I prefer when creations are completely made in Tinkercad, but this user asked, how could you put a decal on this? Friends, I've got a strategy, so let me show you how that works. The user mentioned they wanted to be like Razor's Mustang. I did a quick Google search and I found this image. It was pretty easy to screen capture, bring into Pixlr, and then I went to the cutout and I used the AI cutout to get rid of the outside. Once I had that done, I hit save as a PNG. At that point, I visited picsvg.com and I did upload a picture. This is the flames picture. When it comes in, you can pick your details, great or strong. I looked through all these different edge choices and then I chose the one that I thought was going to be most fun. It is just guess and check. Once you pick, do download SVG. As you can see, I've already hit save, so I'm just going to cancel this one. Friends, now that we've got the decal, let's import it. Simply choose a file and grab that same one right there. We want the art. This is crazy large. I can see down here that we're only about 6 centimeters. So I'm going to take this all the way down to 60 for a width. Once I press enter, that scales. We can hit import and it'll be here in just a moment. There it is. It has arrived. I'm going to make it a red. Let's go back to the presets, and I'm just going to use this red right here. If we zoom in, you can see those are pretty decent flames. Watch this. Control D. Click on the second one, and we're going to switch it to the silhouette. I'm going to shrink that silhouette down. I'm going to take the other one, and I'm going to make it yellow. And just like that, we have got a pretty sweet flame design. Now I'm going to pull the yellow up just a tiny bit. That makes it easier to see. It also shows us a flaw when we made this. The Z did not get filled in with red. We're going to do that manually. So I'm going to take this shape right here and check its thickness. I set it to 1.5. I'm going to simply bring out a cylinder. I'm going to make its sides all the way to the max. I'm also going to make it that same red. Zoom out and let's change that height to the exact same 1.5 and press enter. As I zoom in here, I want to make sure it fills that exact spot, and then I'm just going to squeeze it down so it hides inside the rest of the shape. Takes a little bit of guess and check, but let's see if we can get that area all filled in so that when we're done, this looks the exact way we want. I think I'm going to leave it with that little tail out there. I don't think it's going to look bad at all. Of course, you can adjust and get that the exact way you want. Friends, at this point, I'm going to click on the yellow one. And then I'm going to hold down shift and click on the inside of that Z. And then the red piece. Notice it says 3 shapes, and I'm going to group it. After it groups, it'll likely change to one color, but then we're going to turn on multicolor so that both colors show up. We need to stand this up. If you hold down shift and rotate 2 clicks, it will stand right up. Now we can press D to drop and use those arrows to move it into place. I'm going to do some control ups. Notice it's sticking into the car, so I'm going to pull it out just a little bit. And I want it really close to flush, but I want to make sure it's also connected everywhere. As you can see, that is not quite right because the black does not go through, so watch this. If we turn on 0.1, this little black handle pulls it out, and as soon as you see the red show up everywhere, that means we got it as close as we can to that edge. Friends, that is the technique. Do that with every decal you got. Friends, I want to add a fun logo to the top of this car. This is my As Seen on TV logo. I'm going to shift select, choose a line. I want the car to be the boss, and I want it to be in the middle. If we look at it from the corner, we can find that middle dot, and we also need to move it to the top. Click somewhere else. I'm going to hit F to fit view, and I'm going to show you a problem with this decal. So if I shift nudge, move it back, we can get it in a good location. It's poking through, so that's awesome, but it's also poking through underneath because of the way this roof is curved. Let's see if I can get it past that and still have it completely connected. Holy cow, I can. Friends, I think we're good to go. Let me show you how the cutting works. First, grab the car and do Control D. I'm going to switch to the large nudge. Let's do Shift nudge to get it away from the other car. And we're going to make it a hole. Hit F to fit view so you can see it nice and easy. Bring out the cube. I'm going to tell you to switch the color. I'll show you why in just a moment. Stretch it all the way past. Make sure it's larger in every direction. Using the black handles is the easiest. Making sure it's got plenty of room to cut. Then we're going to select those two. Choose L for a line. And we want the middle. Don't forget you can look at it from a corner. And we want the middle. And then we're going to group it. Once again, this does take a moment. While it's grouping, you'll see these red lines. If we had used the red cube, it's just a little harder to spot those red lines. Be prepared for a wait. When it finishes, the red lines will go away and we're going to make it a hole. Friends, that is the inverse hole that makes this project work. Now, friends, click the hole, shift select your car, choose a line, click the car. I need to zoom out so I can see it better. I'm going to go to the center of the car, and I'm going to go to the center of the car. So now it is lined up perfectly. Friends, this is it. Now we select everything that we've built, and we hit group. And of course, we wait patiently to see our amazing car with decals. I will remind you again, you do have to be patient. But in the end, it's totally worth it. Bingo, as seen on TV, and the cool flames. Now I lost the back corners of that logo, but I'm not going to worry too much because I'm just doing this for fun. If you were playing for real, you'd probably have a lot more time left as you added decals to your entire ride. Once again, I want to thank Xander for the awesome question. Friends, I want to take a moment to remind you about my website, HLModTech.com. I have got a page dedicated to Tinkercad, tons of amazing categories for you to check out. Day one favorites, some useful starters, and then finally the Tinkercad essentials. Finally, friends, down on the right there is the sweet built-in messaging tool. You can click that button, add your question, comment, or suggestion, and reach me almost instantly. Friends, I do also want to mention the link to the Tinkercad community Discord. As you can see, we have more than 700 members, and it's a fantastic place to talk everything Tinkercad. Finally, friends, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please also hit that share button so more people can learn about HLModTech. Don't forget you absolutely make my day if you take time to leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button. And last but not least, hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.